Hi Raj, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you, and good afternoon.
Hi, good
How are you?
afternoon. I am doing great, Raj. Thank you so much. And how what's happening? How's everything around? It's been a while, Raj, that we've had a session, right? It's been really long
Yeah,
since we
yeah,
had
of
the
course,
last
it's
session.
been long. And I
It's been,
was on a break as well. Like, I have rejoined after almost
you
2 months.
Oh, after 2 months you've joined. Yeah, I can see you've had a like a good number of sessions you've had here. It's around more than
Right.
200.
Yeah,
It's
right. Yeah,
right.
of course it is.
All right, lovely. So how's everything around, Raj? How's everything going on? All good.
Everything is fine. Yeah, it's
How's
all
work?
good.
How's
Yeah,
work going on?
it's normal.
Normal?
That has not, yeah. I
Uh-huh.
mean, whatever my expectation was, according to which it is going a bit slow. I'm
Bit
going at
slow.
snail pace, yes.
Hmm.
But it is normal. It's going good.
It's going good. All right, lovely, lovely. Okay. So Raj, well, I think that looking at the number of sessions that you've had, I think you've just got that flow and you've got all the catches and everything. So I'm pretty much hoping that you'll be all good and perfect with the whole conversation. So we'll just quickly pick up a topic and we'll just
Yeah,
have a quick chat on that, right? So
right.
what
Okay.
do you say? Let's just have a chat on this. I think this is a quite interesting topic, which is social media is making us unsocial. What are your thoughts on that, Raj?
Uh,
Social media
I
making us unsocial.
okay. So we were talking about the social uh,
Media,
site, social media. Yeah,
social media,
and
yes.
I do think that social media is making us unsocial because
Hmm.
you can look at the scenario that people standing by your side, but they are busy in their mobile, on their
Hmm.
mobile.
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
mean, you are having a get together, whether it is a family get together or friend get together or whatever it is. But
Huh.
most of the time, you will see that
Everyone
most
is
of the
on their
people are
mobiles.
busy, so glued to their mobile screen or something like that.
Right.
So we have been habituated to doing all these things,
Huh.
and this has made a bit unsocial that we hardly want someone else by our side if we
Hmm.
have our mobile in our.
Hmm. Right, correct. And how about the side effects of as you just mentioned that when everyone's sitting, we all are just glued to the screen. We all are busy with our mobile phones and not really enjoying talking to each other and having fun like that. So what exactly are the disadvantages of all this using too much of social media?
like like everything comes with its pros and cons, so it has also its pros and cons. And if we are using it for the purpose, there are so many things that we can gain. So it's always I mean, it's always not that bad. But of
Hmm.
course, if we are in a get together, then we should
Hmm.
have some time for our family members or
Hmm.
friends, because interacting with someone person to person, it's like it's always the biggest uh, what can I say here, the
Hmm.
biggest role or the uh, encouragement for someone.
Hmm.
If we want something,
Hmm.
it is good for, it is always good for us to talk, interact with others. For
Hmm.
example, if I say here that we have so much of content available on YouTube,
Hmm.
we can search so many things. But if we need something, we generally seek a guide, and
Correct.
if we are connected with that guide,
Hmm.
our process gets a bit higher or get
Hmm.
smarter.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
So these are the pros and cons.
Pros and cons attached to it. Also, a thing that I noticed, Raj, what's happening is earlier what used to happen is that like friends, they used to meet probably in a week or maybe in 2 weeks. They used to make a plan and make. Nowadays what's happening is that they just talk on social media, they just take updates about their lives, and that's it.
Yeah.
They don't make an effort to go and meet, right? So that is also, I think, a bad thing which is going on. What are your thoughts? Are you a social person or not?
Uh,
What
To
sort
be
of person
honest,
are
I'm not that social. I mean, I'm
you? You're
like
not.
an introvert, and I like to be alone most of the time. But when
Huh,
it comes to friends, I
huh,
have certain number of close friends along
huh,
with whom I'm pretty much comfortable, and
huh.
we go generally outside together. So
Together,
like
right?
I might have discussed with you about my trips. So whenever we go outside, we go in a group, or
Hmm.
even we have made uh, something like a rule that
Hmm.
every Sunday we have a friend get together. So we
Okay.
enjoy that.
Huh.
And if I talk about the being on social media, I'm not that active. I do
You're
not
not
use
an
even WhatsApp. Like if somebody WhatsApp
You
me,
don't even use
he or
WhatsApp?
he or she has to call me that I have texted you, check it and answer me back. So
But
I'm that
why?
kind of person.
But why? But why? Why? You know, why not even WhatsApp? Like WhatsApp is a useful thing, I might say. Not the other sites, which I agree, which I completely agree. If someone is not very social, they might not be there on those sites. But then WhatsApp is sort of a useful thing, no?
It's just about maybe my nature. Like
Hmm.
I like to be alone, the first
Uh-huh.
thing.
Huh.
And then if I'm doing something, I don't want distraction. So
Hmm.
all these things are pretty much distraction for me.
Distraction
They
for you.
do so many other things which is not necessary, like good morning, good evening, and all the messages, all the videos that are being viral,
Forwards.
so
Huh.
being forwarded unnecessarily.
Correct.
So
Correct. Correct.
to keep myself, I mean, to avoid myself from all these things, I am on there. Like I have my account on every platform, but I'm highly inactive.
You're inactive. All right. So you don't even upload things on a regular
Yeah,
basis. You're sort of
right,
inactive. Oh, all
right,
right,
right.
all right, all right. Lovely. Yeah, that's a good thing, probably a very good thing, if you're not very active on the social media, because that is sort of an addiction. People sort of call it as an addiction, right? So, do you know anyone who's sort of addicted or totally glued to these websites, as we call it, these Instagram and
uh,
whatnot?
and even on this, I can take my example only. Like I said that if I have been doing something, for
Huh,
example, when I had started thinking about that I can work on my English, I
huh,
can work on my spoken English. So
hmm,
for more than 6 or 8 months, I was only listening to contents on YouTube.
ah,
And when I used to start listening, the whole day I would be listening. So
ah,
I used to be glued to my mobile for whole days. Or even today, if I am doing something, I will be glued to some or the other contents.
huh,
And 4 or 5 hours would went by, or
hmm,
I would not be even be aware that yes, I have sat for 5 hours
hmm.
watching something or searching for something.
No, but
So
you are
this is
doing
the
something
reason.
to improve yourself. Sort of learning you are doing. So you are doing something to get in return something out of it. But people are usually, they're just completely wasting time. They're just doing, like nothing. Sort of really, time wastage
I
is a
mean,
thing that they
but
do.
the process behind that is similar. Like if you are doing nothing, but you are searching
But
something,
you're sort of
you start
addicted to
maybe
it.
you start searching one thing, and then you find someone something other that interests you, and you are glued to that.
You're glued to that. Right, right,
So
right.
the process is something similar to that. That I started watching. For example, I have been watching one content related to English, and then the other contents are coming uh, in front of me, and I'm going to search that as well. That okay, this one seems also interesting. Even after knowing that doing this will not help me. I mean,
Uh-huh.
no matter how much I listen, unless I'm ready to speak, I'm not going to improve. So
Uh-huh.
unless I start practice on speaking, I'm not going to improve my spoken skill.
Hmm.
Yet I have been doing that. So
So
that is what I'm
how
saying.
much have you been practicing, Raj, speaking English? Totally unrelated to the topic. I'm just drifting
Yeah.
myself and asking, how much have you been, doing this thing, speaking?
Like this is the exactly 1 year when I started using Clapingo.
Hmm.
And before that,
Hmm.
I was taking the content more,
Huh.
or doing speaking practice less.
Okay,
So
listening
finally, I
more
started
and speaking
listening
less.
more, speaking less, or
Okay.
maybe reading more. Even not reading more, listening more, and then reading, maybe writing and speaking very less.
Oh,
But
okay.
after that, I started Clapingo. Like I
Mm,
should try it. I got that. I mean, I mustered the confidence that okay, I can talk to
mm,
someone
mm,
whom I'm not aware of at all. And I mean, I got this confidence only because I had watched so many of videos, and I knew that even if I'm making mistake, they are going to correct me and not
mm,
make laugh,
mm,
make
mm.
fun of me.
Make fun of me. Okay. Okay. But apart from Clapingo, right now I'm talking about, okay, currently I'm talking about, apart from this, the sessions, do you also practice speaking?
Like a whole day. If I talk about whole day, I have been trying to immerse myself in English.
Hmm, hmm.
Sometimes I take
No, not
some
just
quiz.
listening. I'm not talking about listening or watching. I'm talking about speaking.
Yeah,
So do you
I'm
speak
talking
with
about the
people?
speaking as well.
Okay.
Like whatever I'm observing around me,
Huh.
I'm trying to speak that in English
So you speak with people or you speak to yourself?
to myself, or
To yourself.
a few of my friends can speak. So sometimes I talk with them.
Yeah.
Otherwise, generally, I'm talking to myself.
Talk to yourself. So you've made it a point that you are listening and you're reading also right now, and you're also practicing speaking. Great, great,
Yeah,
great. Because all of this is working, Raj, right? Because as I don't know, it's been a while that we've had a session, but still, I can see that apart from little bit of pronunciation issue, I don't think there was anything that I can pick out and tell you. Right. So you are
right.
good with the language part. Your sentences are great. Your words that you use are nice. The grammar is perfectly okay. And putting out ideas is perfectly fine. So all these things are, you've got the grip now, Raj. I should mention this. So there should be a grip on the language. Now, even if you stop practicing for a while, you will never forget, the flow. You will not leave that flow. So that is there. You've got the grip. So no worries about that. A little bit of pronunciation thing is there. I don't know if anyone else has mentioned that or not. I don't know, but there were a few words that you pronounced wrong, right?
Okay.
Maybe
Yeah.
because of like English. Also, you speak like English, so it comes like that.
Okay.
So if you can,
Yeah, it sometimes comes like that. I
sometimes
mean,
it
if
comes like
I'm talking, if I'm practicing it, so and sure it is okay. But
that. Okay,
if I'm in flow,
huh,
it
huh.
comes sometimes.
That comes out to be like that, but the good thing is that you know about it, so if
Right.
you're unaware about what you're speaking, then there is a problem that you don't even know and it's coming out. But if you're aware about it, then you can correct it. Then there's no not
Yeah, right.
a big deal. That's not a big deal. You can definitely work upon that. Otherwise than that, Raj, I think you know it. You're good as a speaker, Raj. Yes, so you can you know from the first session that we had, I still remember. It's been like months, but I still remember from that session you were pretty nervous. You were pretty, you're not that confident when it comes to speaking. You used to take a lot of breaks. Your sentences were like, the flow was missing. In short, I can say. But right now it's all right, and it's good, Raj. So all the best to you, and you can please keep practicing and keep reading and keep practicing. Those are the only things. I don't know about listening. That's all right. If you like doing that, do it. But I probably pay a little more emphasis on the reading part. So if you're good with that, lovely. All right,
Yeah,
Raj.
great.
All right, all right. Great
Yeah,
meeting you, Raj. Nice to see you again. Uh, hope to see you
yeah,
again in the next session, Raj. Bye
yeah,
bye.
of course.
See you.
Bye, bye for now.
Take care.
See you in another
Take
session.
care.